At this time, I'd like to thank the Board of Directors for their energy, engagement, and efforts in supporting the Blackhawk community during my tenure as board chair. I'd especially like to thank two outgoing members of the board, Steve Cervantes of Badger Veterinary Hospital and Joan Nino of St. Mary's Hospital. While Steve has completed his service on the board, he'll continue to serve the United Way as a member of our branch strategy and marketing committee. Steve has also shared his talents as a photographer to assist in many of the United Way marketing efforts, and we very much appreciate that. Please join me in extending the United Way thank you to former Board of Director members Joan Nino and Steve Cervantes. Steve, come on forward. I don't think Joan here. Joan's here. Come on forward too. Something. He just told me he's not leaving yet. As many of you have seen recently in local media, United Way Blackhawk Region President Steve Kincaid has informed the Board of Directors of his desire to retire after more than 43 years in the United Way organization. Steve has served the United Way investors in this region since 1999 and provided leadership to the United Way staff and board during the historic unification of the United Ways in the Blackhawk region. The Board of Directors has begun a succession process, and we currently have more than a dozen solid candidates for the position of president. The plan is to evaluate each of these resumes next week, find the best matches for the qualifications that are deemed to be the most critical to achieving our strategic plan. Once this evaluation is completed, a hiring committee will commence the interview process. To ensure consistency in the United Way operations and a smooth transition of leadership, Steve has agreed to remain as president of the organization until such time that a new president has been named and is completely on board. Once again, it's been a pleasure to serve as your board chairman in 2013, and I am confident the organization is in good hands. I'll now turn the gavel and the podium over to your board chairperson for 2014 from the accounting firm of Baker Tilly, Lynn Garnier.
Thanks, Dan. And at this time, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you on behalf of the United Way Blackhawk Region for your efforts as 2013 board chairman. We're grateful for Dan's exceptional leadership he has provided over the years as the United Way board member and chair. We're especially recognizing him for his involvement in the unification and his role as the first ever chairperson of the United Way Blackhawk Region. So at this time, I'd like to thank Dan and present a certificate of appreciation. It's an honor to be serving as your board chair for 2014, and it is a rewarding experience to serve with such a diverse and talented group of volunteers in our region. Our focus is to help direct the organization to the realization of its potential for service and obligations to United Way investors in the Blackhawk region. This morning we celebrate the successes of the 2013 campaign while also using this meeting as a launching pad for 2014. As your board chair this year, I can assure you that the board of directors remains dedicated to being strategic in its work and its thinking, with an emphasis on operational efficiencies and best practices as we continue our unification, resulting in more donor-invested dollars available for funding in great vital community programs. The board of directors is currently developing a 5-year plan to better define our strategies in order to maximize our efficiencies and our impact United Way resources. In order to determine the future direction of United Way, it's necessary to first understand where our current position is And to that end, we recently completed a Standards of Excellence self-assessment. And that self-assessment was gathered through the help of many volunteers out there. We've had United Way staff, volunteers, board members, and representatives from your agencies out there who all participated in the self-assessment. So thank you for everybody who completed the assessment. It was quite an extensive survey. This assessment will provide us with valuable insights into United Way's direction for the future and the opportunity to improve the organization's focus on improving lives in our communities. I'd now like to take this time to thank the members of the board of directors, but first I'd like to introduce the newest members of the board, and if you're here, could you please stand and remain standing so we can recognize you all, as well as the entire board. Our first new member is Alan Hergens, an attorney with the law firm of Rothie, Pope & Rothie in Edgerton. Alan Brewer, President and CEO of Gateway Community Bank in Roscoe and Beloit. I'm not sure I saw Alan. Jody George, Strategic Marketing Director at Carey Ingredients and Flavors in Beloit. I believe Jody's here. And then at this time, could I also ask all the other members of the board of directors that are here to please stand so everyone can be recognized. On behalf of the board of directors, I would like to thank all of you here this morning for your continued support and investment in the United Way. I really believe that 2014 does look bright for United Way Blackhawk Region, and I'm really looking forward to being part of its continued evolution. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the campaign chair for 2013 and 14, Tom Spilby, who will share information on our 2013 campaign results. And Tom, on behalf of the United Way Blackhawk Region Board of Directors, volunteers, staff, and investors, please accept a certificate of appreciation for all your hard work and efforts. Thank you.
Good morning. Those here, I can start with those. Living United Club, thanks for coming. I really get a kick out of that. That's a good start for the community and the school district. Let me begin by adding my thanks to each of you for what you do in support of the United Way. That's all of you out there. It's a big job raising money. It's an even bigger job applying that money and making it work. And it's because of your investments that happens. Change wouldn't happen without you. And as the United Way campaign chair, I know the campaign also doesn't happen without a lot of people working together to advance the common good. I'd like to take this opportunity to publicly thank all of the United Way volunteers, including those who serve on the United Way Board of Directors and each of the United Way committees of which you're a part of. So thanks to all of you. I would like to extend a very special thank you to our United Way campaign captain and the support team that's involved, as well as the campaign coordinators from different companies that volunteer by conducting United Way campaigns at over 280 companies and organizations in the Blackhawk region. I also want to thank what we call the pay setters. There are over 30 of them this year that kick off our campaign each and every year. It's a big, big send-off for the United Way campaign with the pay setters. I also want to thank representatives from United Way of more than 100 program partners who join us at many United Way campaign presentations to share their impact investment is having on the receiving services through their programs. Thanks to all of you, I'm proud to announce this morning that the United Way Blackhawk Region 2013 campaign is projected to reach $2,700,286 million. If I did my math right, that's about 96% of the goal. So we've got a couple of things happen here. We never give up. There are still a few campaigns that have yet to provide their final campaign results, most notably the school district of Janesville, which is a big partner with us. They just completed their campaign 10 days ago. Because of the timing of the campaign, the awards achieved by the individual Janesville schools and the individuals in the school district that are investing at the leadership circle levels are not available to be included in the annual report. But their dollars are still coming in. That's what I'm calling is the dollars. This morning we were gathered to thank and recognize the top workplace campaigns in 2013. You can take time to please look at the list that's provided in the annual report, which are located at each of your schools. In 2013, there were 38 companies that achieved 100% participation by employees for the United Way campaign. 26 companies earned the Bronze Award this year. Bronze Awards are presented to companies with campaigns of between $25,000 and $50,000 and companies that achieve 40% employee participation with per capita giving of $50. This year we're presenting 30 silver awards to campaigns of between $50,000 and $75,000 or with 50% employee participation and per capita giving of $75. And 41 companies have earned the United Way Gold Award in 2013 by holding campaigns that recorded pledges of over $75,000 or with 60% participation and $125 per capita giving. Wow, that's a lot of cash coming in. 3 workplace campaigns had per capita giving exceeding $500 and will receive the Peggy and Debbie Nisa Achievement Award. They are American Red Cross Badger Chapter, Regal, and United Way Blackhawk Region. Award certificates have been placed at your tables this morning, and we hope that you will proudly display these awards at your workplace to thank your employees and to inform your business colleagues and visitors of your commitment to the community. At this time, we would like to extend our thanks to our top 5 workplace campaigns by presenting each of these companies with United Way's prestigious Cornerstone Award. Each of these companies held 2013 campaigns that exceeded $100,000. I asked a representative from each of these companies to please come forward and accept the token of our thanks and remain on stage until all 5 have been presented with the Cornerstone Award. The United Way Blackhawk Region Cornerstone Awards to the recipients in 2013 in alphabetical order are ABC Supply, Beloit Health System, Fairbanks Morris Engine, Mercy Health System, and Regal. Companies employees of these cornerstone campaigns. In fact, the employees of all of our campaigns and every individual donor, whether giving at the leadership circle level or not, give for the same reason. They give because they want to be part of the change. They know that investment has the power to create lasting change. And here to talk more about your investment is impacting the community is United Way Community Impact Council Chairman Dave Short.
So it's been my pleasure over the past decade to serve on what is now known as the Community Impact Council. It is rewarding to witness the dedicated volunteers on this council as they incorporate their expertise, their experience, and their passion to assist in the key decisions associated with the annual United Way allocation process. These volunteers assess the needs of the community that are vital through vital information provided by the program partners. The council is outcome driven, and we work to establish accountability and stewardship for each dollar that you guys invest in the United Way. The United Way is committed to assessing the root causes of the key issues. That is how we create true community impact. Community impact is focused on three things: education, income, and health. The United Way believes that everyone is entitled to good quality education, family-sustaining income, and good health. Our vision is that the youth will have supportive learning and development, opportunities to grow and become responsible adults. The individuals and families have basic needs and achieve self-sustainment, and that the residents of Blackhawk Region enjoy healthy lives. Most importantly, we realize that we improve education, income, and health at a community level, we all improve. That is what Live United means. While we work to address root causes for important community issues, United Way realizes that individuals in the region also need support. That is why United Way is committed to meeting critical emergency needs such as housing, support and assistance, personal safety, and disaster response systems. Let us strive to live united because when we reach out a hand to one, we influence the entire community. Thank you.
Even with It's time now this morning to present some very special awards from our 2013 campaign. We're going to begin with these special awards by presenting two Day of Caring awards. The United Way 2013 campaign kickoff breakfast and the Day of Caring was held on September 18th. We had more than 400 volunteers representing 23 companies that provided volunteer teams to conduct community service projects for more than 50 projects. This morning we're going to recognize two companies for their volunteer Day of Caring efforts. First, a company with less than 50 employees, and although they had less than 50 employees, the CPA firm of Seifert & Company provided 13 volunteers on 3 volunteer teams and assisted at 3 Day of Caring projects. At this time, I'd like to ask somebody from Seifert & Company to please come forward, and would you please join me in thanking Seifert & Company for their outstanding contributions to our Day of Caring. Our other Day of Caring award goes to a company that has more than 50 employees, and this year it is being presented to Carey Ingredients and Flavors. Carey had an incredible 27 volunteer teams this year at 27 projects featuring 109 volunteers. So again, we'd like to have a representative from Carey. Please come forward and join us in congratulating Carey Ingredients. Thank you very much. As we look ahead to our 2014 Day of Caring, I'm happy to announce this morning that our Day of Caring volunteer project coordinator, dispatcher Beth Levy, has agreed once again to serve in this capacity for 2014 and will be helping the United Way staff in putting together the community projects for this fall. And if you want to mark it on your calendar, the Day of Caring for 2014 will be on Wednesday, September 17th. The actual location is yet to be determined for the kickoff breakfast and the Day of Caring, but we hope you will join us for that event coming up in September. Again, United Way Blackhawk Region extends its sincere gratitude to these companies for their involvement in our Day of Caring. And we also continue to honor all of those companies that are strong corporate partners of the United Way. But at the same time, we also like to recognize those that have been more recently made the commitment to making lasting change in our community. And our next award we'd like to present is our Rookie of the Year Award. For the 2013 United Way campaign, Edward Jones financial advisor David Messling, who provides investment services from his office on East Milwaukee Street in Janesville, accepted the role as a cabinet support team member, helping campaign cabinet member Lori Sperry of Johnson Bank reach out to the financial companies within the Blackhawk region. In this volunteer role, Dave vowed to challenge his fellow Edward Jones financial advisors in the region to join him in making an investment in their community through a United Way workplace campaign. Dave was able to encourage the following advisors to join the dance in 2013. Lonnie Klecker, whose Edward Jones office is on Milton Avenue in Janesville, Kelly McCarthy on Randolph Road in Janesville, Pete Thomas in Milton, and Stephen Thompson of Edgerton. And it is with pleasure that the United Way Blackhawk Region at this time wishes to present the 2013 Rookie of the Year Award to David Messling in recognition of the efforts of all of the Edward Jones financial advisors. We at the United Way Blackhawk Region refer to our top volunteers as those who don't just wear the shirt, they live it. This year we're giving out the first United Way Blackhawk Region Live United Award, presented to a United Way Blackhawk Region corporate partner for its exceptional employee and community engagement, volunteering, and measurable impact within the community. The 2013 Live United Award is being presented to Janesville-based Data Dimensions. Data Dimensions has enhanced their annual United Way campaign with year-round fun events, community partner communications, raffles, United Way donor incentives, and company investment matches. This generous company match and the fact United Way is featured in Data Dimensions' annual meeting agenda are important aspects of the company's Live United approach. Some of the most notable fun events at Data Dimensions are an all-employee breakfast where the data sales team serves as guest chefs, online silent auction, an online meat raffle, a soup kitchen, penny wars, and a highlight in August is the Data Dimensions kickball tournament. This past year's tournament featured 10 teams, J.P. Cullen and Sons winning the championship trophy, and the kickball tournament raised over $1,700 this year for the United Way Blackhawk Region. The United Way message is shared with Data Dimensions team members through its community partner communications, posted on their lunchroom TVs, flyers which are placed in their break rooms, on the company intranet, and through company emails. These messages often include popular quizzes regarding services offered through United Way program partners with prizes for participating. Please join the United Way Blackhawk Region in recognizing this local company that understands what it means to live united. Time now to present our Live United Award to to Data Dimensions. After I'll have somebody else push the button. And now it's time to present our most prestigious volunteer award, which is the Geraldine Hedberg Alexis de Tocqueville Volunteer Award. I want to explain a little bit the name of the award. The Geraldine Hedberg Alexis de Tocqueville Volunteer of the Year Award is presented to a United Way volunteer who has provided an exemplary commitment to voluntary human service over a period of many years, while providing leadership and inspiration to others who volunteer. The award is named for the late Geraldine Hedberg, one of this area's most generous benefactors. Hedberg and her husband Don co-founded Lab Safety Supply, growing the business from a start in the basement of their home in Evanston, Illinois, into one of the nation's largest direct marketers of laboratory safety equipment and supplies. The couple retired in 1992. As president of the Hedberg Foundation, Geraldine Hedberg directed millions of dollars in donations to the United Way, the Janesville Public Library, University of Wisconsin Scout, and many other philanthropic causes. Geraldine Hedberg died in 1998. The United Way Alexis de Tocqueville Society is named for the French political writer who was influenced during a visit to the United States in 1831, influenced when he experienced firsthand the way in which Americans helped one another in their time of need. The Tocqueville Society recognizes local philanthropic leaders and volunteer champions who have devoted their time, their talent, and resources to create long-lasting changes by tackling the community's most serious issues. Here to tell you more about the recipient of this year's Hedberg Tocqueville Volunteer Award is our 2013 Board Chairman, Dan Boucher.
This picture's not up there, but announce his name right now. It gives me great pleasure to do this. It's Dave Schwarzentrooper. He's a proud Hoosier from South Bend, Indiana. He came to the state line area in 2002 to take a position with Regal Beloit Corp. He's currently the engineering manager for Gert's Master Gear, a division of Regal. He has an engineering degree from Purdue, a technical business degree from Stephen F. Austin, Texas State University, and an MBA from Cardinal Stretch University of Wisconsin. Smart guy. Schwarzentrober learned right away that Regal has a strong commitment to community involvement. And soon after relocating to the area, he began volunteering with the United Way and joined the Community Impact Council. This council provides a vital role in directing United Way resources to programs that target the underlying causes of issues that most affect our community. Dave says the Community Impact Council is the best volunteer job of all because the council gets to allocate the needed funds. He also said, it's a lot of work, but it's great to learn how all these agencies are giving back to the community. Dave has continued to serve the council since 2002, and for the past 8 years has served as a chairman, guiding the responsible stewardship of your investment in United Way. Dave has been honored formally as the Voluntary Action Center Volunteer of the Month. He's also very active in organizations at his church and has volunteered as a youth soccer coach. Dave and his wife Christy have 3 children, Gabriel, age 11, Gabriel's 13, Morgan 11, and Gavin 9, and the family resides in South Florida. Please join all of us with the United Way Blackhawk Region in recognizing the Hedberg Tocqueville Volunteer of the Year for 2013, Dave Schwarzentrober.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to receive this award. Obviously, well, it's a privilege, especially as I look out over the crowd and see all the employers donating money, all the volunteers, and all the time. And Dan put up earlier the amount of volunteers that we have, 1,700, something like that. It's huge. So anyway, I also appreciate Regal, who not only allows me to do this, but also encourages the involvement. I think when I came, I was given a choice. There's 2 positions open. Which one do you want me to play? So thanks to Jim Packer Jr. for that. Anyway, thank you very much.
Closing this morning, I would like to introduce members of the United Way staff and recognize them this morning for all they do to serve our donors, volunteers, and program partners. 2 of our staff you've already seen on stage this morning. Rick West, our marketing and communications director. Rick joined the staff just over a year ago. Tom Spieldy, who in addition to his volunteer work over the past few years and in his role as the 2013 campaign chair, also joined our staff on a part-time basis in 2013 to assist with the resource development effort. Our newest member of the staff is our finance director, Michelle Brown, who joined the staff just over 6 months ago after 5 years with the United Way of Racine County. Sue Gorky, our finance assistant, with 15 years of experience with the United Way, and our office manager, Linda Williams, who has been with the United Way for over 17 years. Please join me in extending a thank you to the dedicated United Way staff. As we conclude this morning's celebration of the 2013 campaign, we now put our efforts into the work ahead for the 2014 campaign. I am proud to announce this morning that Tom Spieldy has agreed to serve again as co-chair of the 2014 campaign. Tom is in the process of now recruiting a co-chair to assist the 2014 campaign who will take over the leadership of the 2015 campaign drive. As we plan for 2014, I ask you to note the following events in 2014. Our next United Way event in 2014 is our second United Way Blackhawk Region CEO breakfast to be held Wednesday, May 14th at 7:30 a.m. at Rotary Botanical Gardens. Longtime United Way donors Charles and Trudy Harker and David and Kathy Collin will be hosting a reception for our Leadership Circle donors in August. The date and location still to be determined. As mentioned earlier, the 2014 campaign kickoff and Day of Caring is scheduled for Wednesday, September 17th, location to be determined. The United Way Blackhawk Region thanks each of you for joining the dance and being part of the change in 2013. Thank you for helping to create opportunities for a better life for all. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you in advance for all you're going to do to assist the United Way in 2014. Here's Rick to introduce this morning's closing entertainment.
Thank you, Steve. Actually, this past weekend, I came across a quote, and as I read it, I thought, this quote is perfect for explaining what a person is, the kind of person who gives, advocates, or volunteers for the United Way or one of our program partners. So as we close out today's program, I take a moment to just think about this quote that you can be someone who makes someone else look forward to tomorrow.
you.